The weight of her words hung between us like a noose. "Let's take a blood oath," Choma had said, her voice soft, her eyes unwavering. "Swear you'll marry me and I'll leave everything behind." I should have walked away. I should have said no, but I didn't. Maybe it was the way she looked at me like I was her only salvation. Maybe it was the way my heart ached at the thought of losing her. Or maybe, deep down, I feared I would never find another woman who made me feel the same way she did. So I agreed. She brought out a razor blade, the glint of metal catching the dim candlelight. "Are you sure?" she asked one last time. I nodded. She took my hand, slicing a thin line across my palm. A sharp sting, a single drop of blood. Then she did the same to herself. Our hands pressed together, blood mixing, sealing our fates. "I vow to love you and only you," she whispered. "I vow to marry you," I echoed. A deep chill ran through me, but I ignored it. That night we made love like it was the last time, and in many ways it was. At first, things seemed different. Choma changed. She stopped taking calls from strange men, no longer entertained visitors late into the night. She even handed over the keys to the cars her drivers used. She was trying, or so I thought. But something else changed too. Me. The first sign was the dreams. Vivid, suffocating dreams where I was trapped in a dark room, a shadowy figure whispering in Choma's voice. "You are mine forever. You are mine forever." I would wake up gasping, drenched in sweat, the air thick with the scent of Choma's perfume, even when she wasn't there. Then came the whispers. At work, while writing on the chalkboard, I'd hear her voice right behind me. "Don't forget your vow." Walking down the street, I'd hear my name, soft teasing, but when I turned, no one was there. CJ noticed something was off. "Guy, you don't dey lose weight. Wetin do you?" I laughed it off, blaming stress. But deep inside, I knew the truth. I was bound to Chioma in ways I didn't understand. And then the final blow came. One evening, I decided to surprise Chioma. I bought her favorite wine and headed to her house. But the moment I stepped into the compound, I felt a presence. The black Jeep was there again. And this time, the shoes at the door weren't just a pair. There were 3. My stomach clenched. I moved closer, my hands shaking, pressing my ear against the door. Laughter, male voices, and then Chioma's moans. Something inside me snapped. I slammed my fist against the wall. Silence, then hurried footsteps. A moment later, the door creaked open, and there she stood, wrapped in a silk robe, smelling of other men. My heart shattered. "You promised," I whispered. Her face was unreadable. "It's not what you think." But I knew. The other men started coming out, buttoning their shirts, smirking. My love just had a threesome and was unapologetic about it. I clenched my fists, rage blinding me. "You took a blood oath," I growled. "You swore, and you believed in me." She cut in, voice laced with cruel amusement. My breath hitched. She stepped closer, trailing a finger down my chest. "You were just another man who wanted to save me," she murmured. "But men don't save women like me." Something dark coiled in her eyes. The oath wasn't for me, it was for you. My blood ran cold. What do you mean? I rasped. She smiled, a slow, sinister smile. You belong to me now, she whispered. Forever. Then she shut the door in my face. From that night on, my life spiraled. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. My body felt drained, hollow. At night, I saw her not in person, but in shadows, in reflections, in the flicker of candlelight. No matter where I went, I felt her presence, watching, waiting. And the worst part, I couldn't be with another woman. Each time I tried, something stopped me. Sharp pain in my chest, a whisper in my ear, a shadow sleeping across the room. Chioma had marked me, and there was no escape. Desperate, I went back to CJ. Chioma did something to me, I admitted, my voice hoarse. CJ's face darkened. I told you to leave that girl alone, he muttered. But I need help, I pleaded. CJ exhaled. There's one person who might know what to do. That's how I found myself at the doorstep of Mama Eke, the old woman everyone whispered about. She took one look at me and shook her head. You have been bound by a spirit wife, she said. She's not just a woman, she's something else. I swallowed hard. Can I break free? I whispered. Mama Eke studied me for a long moment before speaking. Only if you are willing to pay the price. Mama Eke's words settled into my bones like ice. I swallowed hard, my throat dry. What price? I asked. She studied me, her ancient eyes dark with something unreadable. Chioma is not just a woman, she said. She's an Obanje, a spirit wife, one who binds men's souls and feeds on their essence. I shuddered. Somewhere deep inside, I already knew this. The way she haunted my thoughts, the way my body weakened, the way I could hear her voice, even when she wasn't there. It wasn't normal. You swore a blood oath with her, Mama Eke continued. That means your fate is tied to hers. To break free, you must confront her, not just in the flesh, but in the spirit world, where she holds her true power. A chill crawled up my spine. What happens if I fail? Mama Eke's face was green. Then you will never be free. Your soul will be hers forever. Days passed and my condition worsened. Couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. Shadows twisted in the corners of my room, whispering in Chioma's voice. My love, why are you running? Each night my dreams became nightmares, visions of her, standing at the foot of my bed, her eyes black voids, her mouth stretching into an unnatural smile. One night I woke up gasping for air. My chest burned as if something was inside me feeding. I stumbled to the mirror. My reflection flickered. One moment it was me, the next it was her. Chioma. Her lips parted. Her voice slithered through the glass. You swore to me, my love. You are mine forever. I screamed and shattered the mirror with my fist. I couldn't take it anymore. I needed to end this. Mama Eke prepared the ritual under the old Iroko tree at the edge of town, the kind of place people avoided after dark. The ground was drawn with strange symbols. A fire burned low, casting eerie shadows against the trees. You must enter the spirit realm and face her, Mama Eke instructed. But be warned, she will try to trick you. She will take the form of someone you love. She will offer you pleasure, wealth, power. If you accept anything from her, Even a single touch, you are lost. I nodded, my heart pounding. She handed me a bowl filled with a thick, bitter liquid. Drink, she commanded. I hesitated for only a second before tipping the bowl back. The taste was vile, burning its way down my throat. The world around me blurred, and then darkness. I opened my eyes and found myself standing in a place that was not real. A dimly lit room, draped in red and gold, the same as Chelma's sitting room, but distorted. The walls pulsed like they were alive. The air was thick with the scent of perfume, sweat, and something rotten. She was there, Chelma. She lounged on a velvet sofa, her dress slipping off one shoulder, her eyes gleaming with hunger. My love, she purred. You came back to me. I clenched my fist. You tricked me. She laughed softly, rising to her feet. Her movements were liquid, inhuman. Did I? She took a slow step forward. You swore an oath to me. You wanted me, and I gave myself to you. I stepped back, my pulse hammering. I was under your spell, I said. I didn't know what I was doing. She tilted her head. Amusement flickered across her face. And yet you came back to me. Even after knowing the truth, you still want me. She moved closer. Her scent intoxicating, addictive, wrapped around me like a smoke. I tried to resist, but my body betrayed me. Memories of our nights together flooded my mind. The taste of her lips. Oh, the warmth of her body. The way she made me feel like the only man in the world. She touched my face and I almost gave in. But then I saw her reflection in the mirror. It wasn't Choma standing in front of me. It was something else. Its skin was cracked and grey. Its eyes sunk in pits of darkness. Long clawed fingers gripped my shoulders. A monstrous smile stretched across its face. You are mine, it rasped. I recoiled, breaking free. No, I shouted. The creature screeched, its form shifting, twisting. I had seen its true self, and now it could no longer hide. You cannot escape, it shrieked. You took the oath. But I had one last trick. Mama Eke had told me the only way to break the bond was to renounce my vow in the spirit world. I took a deep breath, forcing my fear down. I, Emmanuel, renounce my oath. I break all ties with you, Chioma. You have no power over me. The creature howled, its form shattering like glass. The room collapsed. Darkness swallowed me whole, and then I woke up. I gasped, my body drenched in sweat. I was back under the Iroko tree. Mama Eke watching me closely. It is done, she said. A wave of exhaustion crashed over me, but something else settled in my chest. Peace. For the first time in weeks, I felt light. I staggered home, my mind was spinning. That night, I slept and she did not come. I woke up the next morning, half expecting to hear her voice, to feel her presence. But she was gone. Chioma was gone. And I was finally free. Or so I thought. Weeks passed. I started regaining my strength, my life returning to normal. Then one evening, as I walked home from work, I heard it. A whisper, faint, familiar. My love. I spun around, but no one was there. My stomach twisted. I walked faster. My heart started racing. Then, as I turned the corner, I saw her, standing beneath a street light, her red dress, her knowing smile, and her black empty eyes. She lifted a single finger to her lips. Shh, shh, shh. And then she disappeared. Cold dread settled in my bones. I had broken the bond I had won. So why was she still here?